Girbeagly!
Hey there guys and gals, it's Girbeagly with another random video, and today we're going to be taking a look at what's called the image-to-image demo, also known as Pix2Pix, and it's hosted over on affinelayer.com or affinelayer.com. I'm not exactly sure how to pronounce that name, but I'll put the website down below in the description so that you guys can take a look at this as well, because it is really cool, and I've been seeing this actually going around on the web, on various sites, some news sites, etc., but essentially what this is an algorithm that draws from like tons and tons of stock images, and what you do is you put in a drawing or you put in some sort of template, and it takes those stock images and it mixes and it mashes them up into an original image so that you get something like fairly good looking on the other side, or fairly realistic looking on the other side. So you'll see here it does some really cool things. For instance, there's the facades tool, which allows you to make houses and apartment buildings. So I mean, on the right there, that looks like a place that I would stay in. That actually looks really cool. Like, we could go ahead, we could clear this out, we could make like a door here, we could make, I don't know, the background's already there, so I guess we don't have to make that. We can put in windows of various shapes and sizes, and then we can hit the process button, and it's gonna poop out a dream home for us. It's, oh god, that's horrible looking. That looks absolutely awful. That actually looks like a murder nightmare house. I would hate to live there. But regardless, you'll see there that it took all the images that I put in there and it created something out of that template using stock photos as best as it knew how, which is a really cool thing. And there's other ones in here that are more freeform. This one is one that has like set templates with like labeled shutters and balconies and things like that. But down here, you'll see there's the Edges2Cats tool, which actually allows you to put in things freehand, and it poops out an image that looks a lot better. So you'll see there that with this one, someone drew this really nice looking cat, and then it made this cat with like sort of like a matrix effect down its face on the other end, and it just, I don't know, that's like really beautiful. That's like a gorgeous looking cat, but it's a fake cat because it was just like made from stock imagery, which is very weird. And then down here we have Edges to Shoes, which poops out designer shoes. That's a gorgeous shoe right there. And then there's also Edges to Handbags, which is, you know, once again, this really nice looking handbag that someone drew on the left, and then they made it into an actual handbag on the right, which actually looks like kind of good. That's something you would buy in a store. And for someone who has absolutely no artistic talent, this is incredibly fascinating to me and really kind of cool. So with Edges2Cats though, you guys know I'm a huge cat lover. I have 2 cats of my own. I love them to death. They're evil little fuzzballs, and I hate them sometimes, but I also love them overall. And that's what I love about cats the most, is they're sort of evil and they're mischievous, and I don't know, you just can't help but like want to squeeze their little cheeks and hug them and cuddle with them because they're so cute. But anyway, Edges2Cats is going to allow me to create my own dream cat, so we're definitely going to do that. I'm just going to read the description here really quick so that you guys have a background as far as what it's about. Trained on about 2K stock cat photos, and Edges automatically generated from those photos generates cat-colored objects, some with nightmare faces. The best one I've seen yet was a cat beholder. Some of the pictures look especially creepy, I think because it's easier to notice when an animal looks wrong, especially around the eyes. The auto-detected edges are not very good, and in many cases didn't detect the cat's eyes, making it a bit worse for training the image translation model. Alright, so that actually makes a really good point there, because anytime you see any sort of animal that's not exactly symmetrical, it's like a little bit off, you know, like maybe one eye is up here on the forehead and one eye is down here by its chin, you're gonna raise an eyebrow. I mean, that's just natural instinct to be a little bit confused because we're used to seeing more or less what looks like symmetry on faces. So I have a feeling, once again, with my bad artistic talent, whatever we create's gonna look horrendous and horrifying. But we're gonna go ahead, we're gonna give it a try. Actually, first, before we do that, guys, I did notice there's a random button here, and I'm assuming that it just creates random images of cats. So let's see what the computer can do by itself. Oh, like that one's actually fairly good. Like, that almost looks like a cat. It's sort of got like a mouth coming out of its cheek a little bit, I think, which is a little bit horrifying. But overall, it got like the cat body shape. Like, this is going to be way better than my drawings, by the way. Like I said, I'm just really bad at art. So hopefully this is going to boost my self-esteem a little bit when I make a horrible drawing and it makes a gorgeous, very cute cat. But who knows? This is like this is like a really fat cat with a derpy drunk face. All right, the big ball of fat cat. Oh, that one's actually kind of cute. It's very, very fluffy. It didn't really detect the whiskers that the person drew in here, but it looks really good overall. Like, it's a pretty good drawing to image translation, especially since, like I said before, this draws from stock imagery, which is not always the best to use to represent an animal or a person. This one, once again, like they noted, does not see the eyeballs. There are no eyeballs on this cat. It is completely, like, featureless for the most part, but the body shape is there, which is really impressive. That's very cool. So, okay, so we're back to the beginning, so I'm assuming there's only, like, yeah, there's only X number of things that you can actually generate in here. But I'm going to go ahead, I'm going to clear the template, and I'm going to try my hand at drawing my own cats. I'm going to draw Plinko first. Plinko is my little orange cat. He's adorable. He was the runt of the litter, so he acts like a baby. He has a couple, like, little health problems. Most notably, and you guys take notice of this every time you see him and you make a comment about it, his eyes, his pupils especially, are humongous, like gigantic black pits. And part of the reason for that is due to the fact that he's actually partially blind. He can't see 100%, so his eyes don't focus. But because of that, he constantly is like in this kitten-like state with his eyeballs. His eyes are just so gigantic. They're full of so much emotion. I love him so much. He's so cute. But anyway, so we're going to go ahead. We've drawn his ears. Oh, God. And as you guys can see already, this is not a good drawing. This is already a bad drawing of Plinko. I'm gonna do my best, though. So here's his tail. Oh, God, the proportions are going to be really off as well because, oh, God, I'm sorry, Plinko. Buddy, I love you. You're so cute, but I don't know what I'm doing. I really don't know what I'm doing when it comes to art. He's got sort of like a little hanging down paunch, and then he's got his little hands, his little tiny cat hands, his paws. There we go. Oh, God, his head is way too big. I'm definitely going to have to fix that for Sig, my other cat. But here we go. We're going to draw his big ol' eyes. He's got these huge eyes. Oh, this is going to look like some horrific alien, like, monster creature, I have a feeling. We're going to make these, like, nice, big black eyes. There you go. Oh, Plinko, buddy. Oh, I'm so sorry, man. I love you so much. I hope the computer can detect that. I hope the program doesn't just see these as like swirling like paws or something like horrific. If it put like a foot where his eyes are supposed to be, I'm gonna be really sad. We're gonna draw his little mouth. He always has like some sort of like cute expression on. Oh, that's kind of like adorable. If I was going for like a cartoon effect, that's definitely like a Plinky. That's Plinko. I call him Plinky. But we're gonna hit process and just hope for the best, I guess. Let's see what you got here, computer. Let's see, please. Oh, God. Oh, God, that is terrifying. That is straight up nightmare fuel. It kind of got the shape of the body down. Like, it can tell that those are paws. I don't know if that tail is actually a tail on the end there. The ears are definitely ears, and the eyes are definitely eyes, but they sort of have a lot of issues. There's like some, I don't know if that's like missing space around the one eye on the left there. But, yeah, it got the mouth, it got the nose. Overall, it did well. It obviously didn't get the color, but there's not really a way to input that yet. And, oh, God, that's not my cat. That's really not my cat. If that cat came to my doorstep, I would have to probably, I don't know, take it to a shelter or something. Like, take it to a vet, be like, please fix this cat. It's too cute to die like this, please. Okay, now that that's out of the way, we're going to go ahead, we're going to try to draw my other cat, Sig. Now, Sig is a lot bigger than Plinko. He's part Maine Coon, which is this breed of cat that's, like, really, really huge. It's known for being gigantic. So he is very big, and he has a giant appetite, and he's very rambunctious and destructive, and I want to kill him sometimes, but he's my best friend in the world. He's my little cuddle buddy. He, like, just comes up, and he'll, like, lay against my legs and just, like, purr and, like, I don't know, just be an absolute ham. I love him so much. I think he does it because he knows he's so bad that if he doesn't do those things, I'll kill him with my bare hands. But I love him so much. He's an adorable cat. But we're going to go ahead. We're going to draw his big, stupid head. And we're going to make it a little bit smaller than the Plinko one because obviously that one took up like 75% of the image. We're going to draw the little ears. I forgot to do that before. I forgot to draw, like, these are like ear tufts. I don't know if the computer's going to have a problem handling these, but I have a feeling it will. But, okay, so he has He doesn't have eyes as big as Plinko's, but he still has really cute eyes. So we're going to leave him like that because I think drawing the pupil in actually made it harder for the computer to detect what was happening there. And then he's got like this little, he's got this like mischievous little mouth. He's like always plotting something. He's always plotting a way to like ruin my day in a very big way. We're going to draw his tail, and we're going to draw his feet. All right, I think, oh God. I was going to say that leg and that foot was a lot better than my last one, but yeah, that's, oh God, he's got like little human feet. That's not good. And then here's his big fat belly. He's this big belly. He's a really solid cat. He's shaped like a barrel. He's just this destructive, I call him a fuzzy cannonball because he's constantly running around the apartment just destroying shit with his giant body. But, okay, I guess I could see him in that. I'm going to give him some stripes too. I don't know if that's going to mess up the algorithm as well, but hopefully it identifies that and gives him some stripes. So let's go ahead. Let's see what Pix2Pix can do when I process this. Wow, that was a lot quicker. And oh my God, is that a nightmare? That is terrifying. It's like, you can see the semblance of a cat's face there. There's definitely like a cat's face in there. It's got, you know, 2 ears, it's got whiskers, it's got a nose and a mouth and eyes, and the face shape, that's my fault. I'm just bad at drawing in general, especially the mouth. But I don't know about these feet here. I don't know about this body. This is not a good shape for a cat. This is something where if the cat tried to run, definitely A, its head would weigh it down and it would just do like a face plant every time it like tried to run to the kitchen for food. And then B, it just, I feel like it would be hobbling. I feel like this would be a very lopsided cat that just was off balance at any given time, even if its head wasn't massive and weighing so much. So I'm so sorry for bringing you into creation, buddy. I feel so bad about this. This is actually making me feel kind of bad because even though these aren't real cats, like I can see the pain in their eyes. Like, please don't let me exist anymore. The last thing that I wanted to attempt was actually just drawing shapes to see how well the algorithm handles things that definitely aren't cats. So we're going to go ahead and get started. I'm going to start off with a star because, you know, nice, beautiful star. Oh God, I can't even draw a star. This is how bad my artistic talent is. I guess it's not going to matter ultimately because cats aren't shaped like stars, but I'm assuming it's going to take the points and think those are ears, and we'll see what happens here. Oh God, there's not even a face. It's actually not as bad as I thought it was going to be. It's just, you know, a fluffy looking star. It's a star that's covered in cat hair. So that one wasn't too bad. I think I can probably do something even crazier though. If we add like, all right, let's do a heart. That was another shape I wanted to do. That's not too bad of a heart. I've done worse hearts than that. But then let's add let's add a face to this heart. Let's see if this is going to detect the face on this heart and just make this horrible looking. Oh God, it did. It made this awful looking cat creature heart hybrid. What is happening here? And it didn't even detect that the nose was a nose. That's like a tiny eyeball. So it's 3 eyes and maybe a mouth below it on this horrible looking lopsided heart covered in cat fur. Oh God, what have I brought into creation? The last thing that I wanted to try was something really crazy, just some weird ass shape that in no way would ever be a cat. We're gonna do a spiral. We're gonna just do this crazy looking spiral, and I'm gonna try to, yeah, I'm gonna try to do a little bit of this. I'm gonna do a little bit of, oh boy, getting real close to the edges here, but we're gonna make it so that it is closed off. It's a closed off shape, and then, I don't know, maybe I'm gonna try to put like some eyeballs in here. I'm gonna see if it will detect these eyeballs in here, and it's just gonna be like this horrible cat portal to hell with 2 eyes staring out of the center of it, like it's this awful like creature from like H.P. Lovecraft or something. I don't know what's gonna come out of this. Oh, okay, it's not nearly as bad. Okay, no, never mind. I think that's like an eye in the middle. I really think that's like a big eyeball in the middle, and it's like less of a spiral and more of like this giant mound of cat flesh, just with an eye in the middle staring at me like, what have you done? Oh God, it's hellish. But anyway, guys, that was the Edges2Cat tool found over on Pix2Pix. Like I said, I'll put a link down below in the description so that you guys can create your own nightmare creatures. This was an interesting interesting experiment indeed, and also a testament to just how bad my art skills were. But it was a lot of fun, and I hope that you guys had a lot of fun watching this. If you did, please be sure to hit the like button, share the video and favorite it. Also be sure to subscribe to me if you guys haven't already. For those of you who have, thank you so much for all of your support. You guys are the best in the world. I love every single one of you, and as always, it was great seeing ya. Bye-bye.
Girbeagly.